So good morning, everyone. We are very pleased to be part of this workshop and would like to thank the organizing committee, which kindly invited us to give this presentation, in which we are going to provide an overview about the Big Ideas in Astronomy project. My name is João Retrê. I work at the Institute of Astrophysics and Space Sciences in Portugal.
Hi, everyone. Like João said, it's really a pleasure to be here today and really talk about one of the projects that we've been working for some years now, and the big ideas of astronomy. And we think this is an important document for our community. So we were super pleased to be invited and really to share this work with all of you. João, go ahead.
Thank you, Pedro. So some of you might have heard about this project already, which is the first proposed definition of astronomy literacy. And we are here, me and Pedro, on behalf of the Big Ideas team, which is a big team. We are going to see that in a while. And I've been leading this project for the past few years, together with all these amazing people. There are three main institutions that provided the foundations from this project, the Astronomy Literacy Goals project, which are the Leiden Observatory, Leiden University in the Netherlands, the Institute of Astrophysics and Space Sciences in Portugal, and the whole project was made in the framework of the IAU Commission C1. And we believe that most of you here today are somehow connected to science education and communication. And as people active in these areas, we are sure that you have practical experience of the kinds of astronomical knowledge frequently held by people. So, for example, in the several activities that you conduct in your work, we are also sure that you are familiar with a very common question. Why are we spending so much money sending telescopes to space if there are so many problems on Earth to solve? This question is just a small example, among others, that shows the long journey that we still have ahead of us. And that is why we are here today, we are all here today at this workshop. Well, although we are more or less aware of the astronomical knowledge that people have, until last year, 2019, there had not been a systematic evaluation and a clear definition of what astronomical literacy means. And the Big Ideas in Astronomy booklet was released with the aim of clarifying precisely this. We have produced this document having a question in mind, which is, what should an 18-year-old know about astronomy? This question was later refined over time to what should citizens of planet Earth know about astronomy? This is not an easy question to answer, since it has a lot of scientific foundations and cultural foundations as well. This is why this project was created in collaboration with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. So, in order to answer this question, this very important question, after years of debate and discussion over the essential things that an astronomical literate person should know, we came up with 11 ideas, which we name Big Ideas. They cover a wide range of aspects of astronomy, including the historical, the sociological, theoretical, and observational. And they address a variety of topics that stretch from the Earth to the edge of the cosmos, literally. So these are the overarching concepts of astronomy. Here we can see that the 11 ideas, all these ideas are conceptual ideas based on scientific facts. And the main objective is giving the key concepts of astronomy, and hence that is not a technical document where you could learn about astronomy. Let me just give you a quick overview of these ideas. The first big idea is about history and culture in the context of astronomy, for example. The second big idea is about the basics, night sky, and some concepts of celestial motion, which is repeated on the third idea. The night sky is rich and dynamic, and adding to some curiosities and some facts about the night sky itself. we have big idea 4, which approaches the astronomy, the fact that astronomy is a science that studies celestial objects and phenomena in the universe. Big idea 5, where we develop a little bit the connection between astronomy and the development of technology, which are always in tandem together. We develop a little bit more the concepts and ideas of cosmology in section 6. In section 7, we talk about the solar system and its several objects. The big idea 8, we talk about the stars. In 9, the Milky Way and the galaxies. On big idea 10, the astrobiology and even exoplanets. And finally, on big idea 11, we talk a little bit about life on Earth and how precious this life is. So now I'm going to pass to you, Pedro.
Thank you, João. I always have to find this unmute button. So I think it was like João was saying, this document has been for some years on the making, but I think it was also very important for us when we started working on this, was that this document was not a curriculum document. We never thought about this document as the curriculum for school, the curriculum for an astronomy course, the curriculum from a teacher training. We really wanted to provide a document that provides a framework for a discussion around the resources and the curriculum developments that we need to have in the field. We want to have this document as the starting point for the development of these resources. So in a way, it's really a framework, a guide. Also, it's an evolving document. Like our science, astronomy, that is evolving constantly, a large number of publications every day in AstroPH. Also, this document needs to evolve. We predicted that this document needs to be updated, most probably every year, because the field changes rapidly. So we need to make sure that we bring new content, but we also update the previous content. This is an important point for us, is that the development of the document it's based on expert feedback from the astronomy community, but also for the astronomy education community. I think the cooperation between the researchers doing cutting-edge science in the field together with astronomy educators is essential to make sure that the document is useful, but also updated to the whole community. João, next slide if you don't mind. So what are the next steps for this project? One of them is, I think we still need to do an empirical study from these big ideas. We are running together with some colleagues, part of the big ideas team, Delphi study on this project to see if we missed some of the ideas. If some of the ideas are not clear, we should expand some of them. So we're trying to work with several dozens of experts in the specific areas of the ideas to provide and to get the necessary information to make sure that the document is updated. We want to start developing curriculum and educational resources around these big ideas. And I think the work of the OAE is going to be essential for that. And also use this material to develop teacher training materials, but also to support for any policy actions that I know that a lot of NIACs will have to do in trying to develop curriculum in their own respective countries. So coming soon, hopefully is very soon, we have a dedicated website for the big ideas where you can find the document. The new version should come out very soon. We have a new updated version for 2020. Also, we're going to make available 10 different versions in 10 different languages. This document is being localized in 10 different languages, which is really nice to see. So it can be used by the educators and by the policymakers and astronomers in the countries where these languages are spoken. And just to finish, how to get involved. You can always contribute to the text with new ideas for the new versions. We already have a lot of people involved in the translations. We have to acknowledge the amazing work that has been done by the IAU Astronomy Translation Network, managed by the IAU Office of Astronomy Outreach. And if you have any questions or any points, I think the contact person is really João, and here's email, so feel free to contact him. And thank you so much.